Lieutenant Colonel Peter Lerner, spokesperson for the IDF here right now. Good morning to you, Lieutenant Colonel. We love having you here as well to give us some perspective on the ground. We know that Israel has long declared this is going to be a very long war. So what does the movement of troops mean?
Good morning, Adrienne. I think what it actually relates to is our progress on the battleground, taking out Hamas, destroying its infrastructure, and it gives us the flexibility to operate in a slightly different way. So we will continue our operations, continue to pursue Hamas, continue to make sure that they never have the power of government again. And we will utilize the amount of force based on the operational conditions and the needs of the forces on the ground. And I think this is the stage where we're at currently. This is precisely perhaps not necessarily a turning point, but definitely a fork in the road, which can imply that things can move slightly different. Hamas have not been defeated yet, but they are definitely on the receiving end in a way which will be very hard for them to regroup and conduct the atrocities that they did on the 7th of October.
So moving those troops, does that indicate there will be fewer or more airstrikes?
So the troops on the ground that are being slowly rolled back, as your correspondent pointed out, indicate that there is a lesser footprint on the ground of military forces. But of course, if Hamas come out and start launching rockets or conducting attacks, then there are still enough forces on the ground to operate. We're not leaving the areas extensively, but rather regrouping and reorganizing the forces on the ground. And of course, the aerial capabilities are both defensive and offensive capabilities. So if there is intelligence coming in that they're going to launch rockets from a specific location, then we can quickly intercept them from the skies or mobilize ground forces in order to engage them. So, of course, it is a developing situation, and the battleground is developing as we are achieving our goals, as we are dismantling and destroying Hamas capabilities. And this is what we can expect to see in the coming weeks and months.
Many of the headlines out there insinuate that this troop movement is due to a response by the pressure the United States and others have been saying to the IDF, to the Israeli leaders, that they should withdraw. Is that true? Is this troop movement in response to international pressure?
Adrienne, the reality on the ground is what dictates our operations from the IDF's perspective. Of course, we are very attentive to our American colleagues, allies, and friends. And I think this is an important message that we are operating within the laws of armed conflict. We're operating under the understanding that Hamas needs to be removed from power in the Gaza Strip so that they can't rally an army of terrorists that came into our communities on the 7th of October. How we conduct ourselves is within a professional manner, but the battleground is where the enemy have chosen to be. They are hiding behind the people of Gaza. This is the reality we are facing. So, of course, we are attentive to our American friends, but the war has one outcome and two goals. The outcome is a better security reality for Israelis in the south, but two goals of dismantling Hamas as a governing authority and bringing home the 129 hostages that remain in the clutches of Hamas, a reality that we can't accept. As you know, we're just celebrating the new year, but there are 129 families, or the families of 129 people that did not celebrate, that are still suffering because of what Hamas did on the 7th of October.
And we keep seeing all of the numbers. Not only are we finding out that more hostages, more of those civilians captured on October 7th have been found killed, but then also the staggering numbers of Palestinian lives that have been lost in Gaza due to the fighting. One more question for you. There are reports that some reservists were being called back out of service. Is that true? And if so, why?
If you could clarify that question, that wasn't very clear to me.
When Reuters actually put out a report that reservists, those who had been called to fight for the IDF, are now being called back, sent home. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, what Robert Sherman was pointing out is two of those brigades that are being recalled from the field are reservist brigades. So the main body of their forces are reservists. So indeed, when they will be brought home, they will go through a process of recuperating, and then they will be released. back home to their families.
All right. Well, we know that, again, this is intended on being a very long fight, a change to the entire geography, really, to the region. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Lerner. We appreciate you being here as always. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good morning.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.